Okay, I look a bit like Princess Leia. This is actually quite a process. My heart rate is going up. Whoa, those curls. This is the first day I've actually felt like myself again. We all love a bit of unboxing, and you just brush it really lightly. And that is your SPF covered without ruining your makeup, just hovering it over my skin. Hashtag water is my cocktail. Hola amigos, and welcome to the Mexican vlog. Excellent. Hello guys, I'm in a silly mood this morning. Welcome to another episode of Oval Bakes the Vlogs. And today is Valentine's Day, and clearly I am not rocking up like this. I am actually preparing myself, and I am giving a shout out to the Nair Creme Bleach, which I actually use for my little baby hairs on my upper lip. I've been using it for years actually. It just saves me having to get them waxed or anything, and also, you know, the golden rule, you do it too many times, they come back thicker. So I'm rolling with that. And another shout out to the L'Oreal Magic Touch from my roots. I mean, we still are living in COVID times, but I have not seen my hairdresser still for months, and I am waiting, and I just can't wait to get myself all glammed up. And look, the nails have come off. I don't know how glam I'm going to be looking tonight, but I'm trying my best. Now, I'm going to be taking you along for our little Valentine's intimate supper, which you would have seen in my last vlog, which I will link up above. Not so much a vlog, probably more like a tutorial. And I set up a lovely tablescape. I've got dinner planned, and all the food stuff is pretty much done, and the table just has to be laid, and I just have to get glammed up. So my next shot will hopefully be me fully glammed with some lovely outfit choice on, and then we will take the vlog from there, guys. Who knows what will happen next. And no, it's not Christmas, guys. I have just finished wrapping my husband's gifts, and I didn't have any Valentine's Day appropriate wrapping paper, so we have used a bit of leftover Christmas wrapping, which, you know what, it's all about the element of surprise. So I think he will be surprised, considering most years I actually don't get him a gift, which is, well, makes me look really horrible, to be quite fair. But I found something appropriate this year, and I also was inspired to go and write a card for him, which I usually do. That's the one thing I always am consistent on. And I was inspired to get into the spirit of card writing because my son brought home this beautiful little mosaic that he made at school. I love you to pieces, and I thought this was so gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead now and write something, hopefully just as sentimental. But I found this card at the supermarket, and I thought it was just perfect. It's got two little foxes intertwined there with their lovely bushy tails, but the words were just perfect. In fact, I don't even think I need to say much more than this. Whatever random, unexpected thing the world brings us, I know it will bring us closer and make us stronger together. I'm thankful we're so solid. I'm grateful to have you to love. I mean, that almost brings me to tears. I actually feel like I don't have to say much more. Usually I write like a 2-page essay, but I think just leaving it as is might just say it all. So thank you very much. Who are you? Hallmark, here to save the day. Okay guys, all glammed up. Are you ready for the big reveal? Here she comes. Da da da. Yes, folks, it is I. Glammed up, in not a way that I expected to be tonight, to be quite honest with you. Now, things did take a turn, not only because I'm absolutely exhausted after a few weeks of just really bad sleep and just a lot of stuff going on, to be quite fair. So I have gone makeup free tonight. I did new face today though, so that is one redeeming factor. And I am wearing this new set of pajamas. My husband came home with an assortment and adornment of gifts, if that's even the correct word to use here. So he passed me on this bag, and I love me a side of this bag. When I see a fluffy Datsun, we know we're talking about Peter Alexander, which is a pajama company that do some day to night wear as well here in Australia, and they do absolutely fabulous luxury pajamas, which is so much fun. And this is a little pair of gummy print pajamas. Aren't they just gorgeous? I love them. And they also come with a nice little bow detail here as well in the lilac. Now, I have adorned myself slightly, guys. So I have on here this bracelet that my mum gave to me for my wedding with a locket inside, and in the locket is a picture of my grandparents. So I wore that on my wedding day. And I have also gone for another piece from my wedding, and that is this lovely circular necklace that I chose from Swarovski, which I also wore on my wedding day. And then I have a really, really old pair of, are we going to focus again? There we go. A really, really old pair of fake crystal glittery earrings that I got from my nonna many, many years ago. And oh, let's back up on the face. Let's back it up, back it up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's a better view. Now, my nails are still shit, for lack of a better word, so my apologies for the bad language. But don't worry, I have redeemed myself because, guys, even though my last video I had this whole, look, the rack is still here. All the outfits are planned. I am still wearing, don't worry, look at this. The fluffy slippers. The fluffy slippers are still coming with me for tonight's little intimate supper. So here is the full unexpected outfit for Valentine's Day, which I'm going to go down and prepare for now. I've gone ringless as well. I'm not married tonight, guys, because I have to do a lot of food prep, so I'm not going to risk getting my jewelry dirty. It's just not worth my time, is it? Now, I wanted to quickly show you as well something else my husband brought back for me. Really unexpected. I'm feeling very spoiled right now. Let me show you. This absolutely breathtaking bunch of white stemmed roses with a few lilies thrown in. I mean, guys, look at this. They're absolutely perfect and they smell gorgeous. I'd love to keep them in my room, but they'll die so quickly in this heat. Oh, I absolutely love them, and I think I might even use a few buds for our table tonight. So it actually goes with the table setting, so that's fortunate, isn't it? And we've decided to do our little supper after the kids go to sleep, so that still has to happen. But in the meantime, I can do some food prep. And I also wanted to show you something that arrived today, which I wanted to use tonight. I still may, but I thought you might be excited to see this really interesting and unique piece of homeware, if you will. And don't mind me, guys, I'm just sipping a glass of Miraval from my new wine glasses that I bought a little while ago with the ribbing detail. And this is especially for tonight's little intimate supper. And I have in here some Rosè by Miraval, which I will show you when we get down there. First time I've ever tried it, but we are in love. And my husband, he doesn't drink much Rosè, but as soon as he tasted it, he was like, oh my gosh, this is the best rosé he has ever tasted. So coming from him, we know it's good. Anyway, I'll be sipping on this whilst I show you what came in the post today. Now, everything has been arriving just on time for this day, so all the stars are aligning. So here we are. Now, this is a item from a company I've never ordered from before, and they're called Sampson and Charlie. I'm not sure if you can see that on the label. And they do botanical anthropology, apparently. So they do a lot of vegan skincare and stuff like that. So, oh, there's a little free gift in here. I actually opted out of the free gift, ironically. Let's see what they've given me. Oh, a lovely amethyst. Sorry, the light is so bright, isn't it, that I've got going here. It's because there's no light in my room and the lighting that I've chosen is obviously not very good. A little amethyst bracelet. I can probably wear that as well, to be quite fair. It kind of goes together with my pajamas, doesn't it? Why not? Let's have a bit of fun with it. Thank you, Sampson and Charlie, for my little free gift. Now, I actually ordered one, but it actually comes in a set of two, which is really fortunate. So here they are in their lovely little boxes. I love the branding. The branding is gorgeous. Okay, let's see what's inside. And I'm so glad actually it came in a set of two. Now, it might be really hard to see in the light, but this looks like an ordinary double-walled mug. Well, not exactly ordinary because it is a rounded shape, but on the inside, it's actually, I'm not sure if you can see, it's actually a heart. So I'm going to have to put some fluid in there, perhaps some rosé, to show the heart shape pop up. But I'm very excited to see this with perhaps like a hot Milo in there or a hot chocolate or something lovely. So this is what I bought for me and my husband to share on this lovely evening together. And so impressed that it arrived just on the right day on Valentine's Day, guys. And I actually wasn't planning to vlog today, and I actually haven't because I've had a lot to do. And a lot of stress actually happening, but you know, with a bit of Miraval, rosé, and a loving family, one can get over these things, can't they? And lucky I batiste my hair. I mean, look at the effort I've gone for my husband tonight. And speaking of which, I actually got him something appropriate for tonight. I actually got him a decanter, but we decided not to use it tonight only because the rosé bottle from Miraval is so beautiful. And I also wanted to show you just the cover of the card that he gave me. It's so cute. And, you know, I actually even don't get it, but I just love it anyway. Look at this. It's a picture of a tomato. I love you from my head. It's so sweet. I love it. And also, I wanted to show you the baggie, because Peter Alexander are also really into branding as well. And the baggie that came with my pajamas, which is this little, oh, sorry, it's upside down. This gummy bear. It's a little gummy bear pouch to put your pajamas in. I'm so using that. Anyway, without further ado, let's get the evening started. Have candlelight, we have rosé, and we have Jimmy Choo. I just thought I would pop this on just to at least show that I've made some kind of effort for tonight. I haven't actually worn this fragrance. This is the original by Jimmy Choo. You can actually buy it from the Chemist as well. But I actually really love this fragrance. I used to wear it when I used to go out, like on the town. This is my going out fragrance, but it's actually really sweet and spicy and musky. It's really beautiful and still a favorite fragrance of mine, and I think I'm going to bring this back. I really am. So I'm just waiting for the lovely peaches to in Parma ham to cook in the air fryer. So I thought I would just show you the finished tablescape, and I thought I would actually pop a peach on just for dramatic effect, guys, but this will be eaten as well. Now, as you probably noticed in the footage, the tablescape has been slightly altered. And you may have noticed what I have swapped out compared to my last video, which I will leave linked up above. What I have swapped out is the dried flowers, because I have some beautiful fresh blooms, so I thought why not take advantage. So I've topped and tailed them on either side of the table. And unfortunately, those little roses that we had from the backyard, they actually perished, so there's nothing to go on these napkins, but that is absolutely fine because there's a lot going on this table. I've included my wine glasses this time because I completely forgot about them, and we have the rosé, of course, and I thought I would include the candlestick, and of course the obligatory clothes horse, which has not been put away in the background. Otherwise, everything has kind of remained the same as intended, and I can't wait to enjoy this evening with my hubby. And whilst we are eating, I think I'm going to play some tunes on our little Sony boombox here. And I think I'm feeling Sweet Sweet Fantasy Baby by Mariah Carey. Sweet Sweet Fantasy Baby. It's a rosé talking. Anyway, I actually do really like that song, so I think I'm going to start with that and then play all the other cheesy hits that are to follow. I'm going to really have fun with this. Pray for my husband.
아직도 난 격이 흐릿하게 더 의미하겠나 yeah. 아니 자주 난 어제 일처럼 선명하겠나 yeah. 너의 흔적 없지만 있는 것 같아 일상 속에도 번져 그 색깔이 바래졌어 떠났지만 여전히 머물러 날 잡아주는 다가가도 멀게만 느껴져 I just wanna be with you right now 너의 기억 속에 남았어 I just wanna be remembered 너의 잔상 속에 살면서 oh yeah I just wanna be with you right now 너의 기억 속에 남았어 I just wanna be with you babe I just 남겨진 향기 가끔 내 방안을 채워도 여기저기에 숨어 있어 내 맘 곳곳에서 yeah. 너의 의자에 남아있는 온기를 느껴 때때로 먼지 덮인 그 잔들이 시간을 멈춰 떠났지만 여전히 머물러 날 잡아주는 너 다가가도 멀게만 느껴져 I just wanna be with you right now 너의 기억 속에 남았어 I just wanna be remembered 너의 잔상 속에 살면서 oh yeah I just wanna be with you right 너의 기억 속에 남았어 I just wanna be with you babe I just
It is the morning after all our indulgences and all the dishes are done, except for all the other bits and pieces on the bench. But I just thought I had to show you this, guys. Look at the green of this smoothie. I mean, you couldn't get more monster green than that. My goodness me, how healthy yet delicious this is. It is so deceiving, the look of this smoothie. You think it'd be full of apple, spinach, kale and cucumber, but it's actually full of caramel, banana, avocados and all the good things in life. And just because Valentine's Day is over doesn't mean I can't enjoy my lovely pink Valentine's mugs from here on out. So every day is technically Valentine's Day. And that is actually in a song by Carly Simon, ironically. I'm a bit of an old soul. Now I'm going to pop in one of my Starbucks pods this time into our little Breville Nespresso. So we're doing a little Saturday morning learning. We've done our readers and this is really hilarious. We've read through...
I call it Billy Norton!
Hold on. We were reading through this pack of dinosaur cards that we got in Happy Meal, and we got to make our own little dinosaur here. And they've all got really, you know, typical dinosaur names like Peterax and Saurus and all that kind of thing. Now, we've just invented our own little dinosaur here with a scariness of 10, with the brains of 3 and a horn on its head with a really skinny body. And I asked my son, I'm like, what would you like to call it? And he said, Billy.
Billy Norton!
And then I'm like, don't you want to add a more dinosaur name to it? And he's like, Billy Nordstum. Anyway, I thought this was hilarious. So we added a Saurus onto it. Billy Nordstum Saurus, but this is our little dinosaur. Alright, you can colour it in now.
Yeah.
There you go. Adding half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of sugar will help these blooms last a bit longer, and even adding a little bit of bleach, but I don't really want to delve into the bleach arena because I just don't like the smell. So I'm going to add a bit of sugar to the water here and see if that makes a difference to the blooms lasting a little bit longer. These blooms are looking absolutely fabulous and so bridal. I almost feel like I could just pop on my wedding dress and just relive my day again. They are so beautiful. The most beautiful flowers I have ever received. So hopefully this sugar makes a lot of difference to this very haphazard flower arrangement. Flower arranging is not really my strong suit, but hopefully it will be at some point. And please ignore again the ambient background of miscellaneous clothes horse array is how I can best say it. And this single rose, however, has lasted beautifully on its own without me having to change the water at all. I think it's because it has enough water to itself. I think that's another theory. If you give the like pasta. If you give the flowers enough room to breathe in there, they last a bit longer as well. And this is actually an oil bottle, which I lost the top to, so I've converted it into a bud vase. And that's another little handy tip. If you have any old jars or bottles hanging around the house, you can always convert them into a lovely little vase for little single flowers like this. And I think the bags under my eyes are a clear reflection on how I have been feeling lately. Just very tired, guys. However, I thought since the sun is out, it is still the morning, I thought I would show you my new hair. And I tell you what, despite the fact that I have not exactly been feeling fantastic, at least my hair is a reflection on how I'm planning to look later on in this vlog and just in general. He's really put some nice cool tones in there and a bit of warmth. You know, step aside, Mr. Sheffield, and move in the nanny. The greys are gone, guys. So that has pleased me to no end. Now, I have just new face because I woke up really puffy this morning, and no wonder because I am rather dreary from all the work I've been doing. So I've just gone with my ELE attachment from the new face and just really focused on this area around the lips and the nasolabial folds. And I'm always talking to you. I apologize when I have half my face done, but I just always want to reiterate what a difference the new face makes. I'm not sure if you can see the lifted jawline and eye area, and just in general compared to the other side. The other side is sort of remaining rather sort of flat, and this has really just got a bit of a pop to it. So that has actually lifted my mood, which is great because I need a bit of a mood lifter. And not to mention, speaking of face, part of this vlog, which is recovering from the holiday, getting myself back to me, doing a little bit of self-care, I have an appointment with my skin clinician. Now, I haven't seen her for 2 years. I generally see her very intermittently, maybe just every year, every 2 years, and I get some skin advice. Now, I'm also going to be getting some general advice about my face. Now, with aging and just with tiredness and everything like that, I've really noticed, and as much as the new face has really helped the nasolabial fold area, that's not actually my concern anymore. That's kind of solving my problem. I'm kind of targeting now the jowl area, as I find it's gotten rather heavy. Again, after pregnancy, I've had a bit of weight loss, and that contributes to that as well. So I just wanted to get her general advice on maybe non-invasive treatments and so forth. So I will actually be filling you in, guys, after my appointment on some suggestions that I had during the meeting, and also some of the skin product recommendations. So if you're interested in skincare and anti-aging, I mean, in general, I think we all are, come along for the next segment and I will fill you in. And hopefully, I don't know if I'll put a bit of tinted moisturizer on and make myself look a little bit less pale. But the next segment of this vlog is obviously doing my nails, my tootsies, and doing a bit of a glow up. So that means obviously doing a bit of fake tan and trying to brighten myself up from this dreary, tired state that I'm in right now. Okay guys, we are back in recording 4K. I put a lot of love into my Valentine's Day video and did not see the return. I was filming that in HD, as my husband assumed that the frame quality would translate very well. Well, it didn't. Anyway, so back in 4K. The only downside with this camera and filming in 4K is that it shuts off really quickly. So let's keep this brief. In fact, it'll make me less chatty. Maybe this is a good thing. Anyway, sorry, that is a full diversion from what I was meant to be talking about. Hello everybody. This is the first day I've actually felt like myself again. I've actually put on makeup for the first time since we've been away. I actually feel I have like 70% recovered from the holiday, and it is the first time I'm actually wearing something that makes me feel really good. Now, it is super hot today, so I thought I would pop on my Cotton On Co-ord. This is in the Riviera design, and they have a few pieces still left in this as well, so you can pop onto the Cotton On website and check these out. I'll leave them linked down below. And I'm wearing my new favorite colored Yeezy dupe slides, also from Cotton On. They're called the Cabin Molded Slides. Now, we are 70% done into recovering from the holiday. We have had a lot of diversion since then, mainly because the nails are finally done. And yes, we have a few casualties, but I didn't want to put tips on because it is just far too much trouble and I don't have the time. But that is done. And also, gross close up, but my tootsies are also done. And on that note, I have popped my hair up in a bun because I haven't washed it since the hairdressers and they make it awfully straight, which is not really my thing. So I'm actually going to be filling you in how I will continue to get to 100% of recovering from the holiday and getting back to normal and practicing healthy habits in this other little segment of the video. Now, I stopped off at the chemist and I picked up a lot of self-care things, and I've also ordered a little something from Amazon, which is also going to help me with my self-care journey. Now, before I get into my little Chemist Warehouse haul, I thought I would show you what I learnt at my recent skin appointment at the skin clinician. Now, she was super helpful. I did have to pry a lot out of her though. She's a new one. I haven't seen her before, and I did have to really pull some information out of her, but I did gain some really helpful information that might help some of you out there. Now, my concern area at the moment is, well, it's always been the nasolabial fold, and now it's more the jowl area. I've noticed a lot of sagging, and I'm currently not using any retinols, so she suggested in the meantime to really take the time and make sure I focus on my SPF, and she reminded me to apply it twice a day, and I generally only apply it in the morning. So this is a really helpful little contraption by Colore, and it's actually like a powder foundation, but it has SPF 30 in it. So you simply do this, unravel it, it has a nice little soft brush at the end, and you just brush it really lightly in circular motion over your face, and you can even pop on a little bit of spray afterwards to set it down, and that is your SPF covered without ruining your makeup or your look. So I thought this was fantastic, because who is going to lather on sunscreen over their makeup? Not I, people. Another thing that she suggested doing was my LED light therapy. Now, I did this religiously again for a 60-day period, and I'd actually did see dramatic results. It did make a really good difference to the, I'd say, the tone of my skin. And she suggested that I start doing this again maybe every second day. So last night I began my process, and I started just hovering it over my skin, and you hold it for 3 minutes in each area. So you focus on here, 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 and the forehead, and this process takes about half an hour. So it's a good thing to do while you're in bed, watching telly, or just relaxing. It's a really nice warm light, and this is a really strong one because there are different levels of LED, so do your research. This is by a brand called Light Stim, and most of the writing has been rubbed off, sorry, because this is a really old device. But another thing to work into your skincare routine if you are focusing on anti-aging, which I'm kind of heavily focused on right now, considering the process is quickening for me. Now, I picked up my eye cream because I'm actually using more of it now, and she suggested using it more liberally, not just under the eyes, but in the nasolabial fold area and around the lips, because apparently the skin is the same as the delicate skin under the eye. So that's a little fun fact, guys. If you want to preserve this area a little better, or do some, if you have some heavy set lines, putting some eye cream will really help. This one is Interfuse by Skin Better Science, and this is absolutely fabulous. I noticed a dramatic difference from using this eye cream compared to the other ones out there. And lastly, I topped up on my sunscreen. It's not my regular one, but it is tinted, and I used it the other day, and it has a powder-like finish. And this is the Pigment Control by Masioesthetic. So very similar to my O Cosmetics ones. Again, really good if you've just had a treatment, or if you have like breakouts. This is a really nice lightweight one to use as well. Now for my Chemist Warehouse haul. I got my regular Vita Gummies. I was actually out of these for a number of weeks because they were just sold out everywhere, and I think shipping is still quite delayed around these parts, so that would be the reason why. So if you find them, do pick them up, and probably a good storage of them as well. A good stock of them. And I also topped up my bio oil. Now this is in the natural or the new version. Usually it's pink, and I'm absolutely loving this. Now I generally apply this to the areas of skin that I want to see perhaps lifted or nurtured that little bit more. So just on my behind, on the back of my thighs, you know the drill. Any areas of sensitivity or any areas prone to stretch marks. And the smell, guys, they have upped the game. This smells like a spa essential oil. So, and it's still the same price. So Whatever you've done bio oil, I'm in love with this new natural version of it. So much nicer than the old one. It really does bring the spa home. Now, a new thing that I picked up were these hair vitamins. Now, as you may have noticed, prior to my haircut, my hair was looking rather damaged. I don't know, it's because I'd been at the beach or it'd been summer or I hadn't been to the hairdressers for ages. I really am not sure what's going on. So I thought I would pick up some hair vitamins to see if it made a difference. I haven't started my hair burst yet, only because I'm still breastfeeding, and this one specifically says to not use during pregnancy or breastfeeding, but this one is perfectly safe. So mums who might be shedding their hair due to breastfeeding, this could be the one for you in the meantime. And lastly, oh, actually not lastly, second lastly, I picked up a top up of my Saint-Tropez tan. I love the mousse. It's really light, but just enough for me. I don't like looking like a cookie out of the oven. I want to look like my natural color, but just a little bit healthier. And this really is suitable for olive skin in particular. It's not orangey. It has that green undertone. So picked up some more of that. And lastly, the color that you would have seen on my Tootsies just then was this new Miracle Gel that I picked up on special. Chemist Warehouse do love their specials. And this is in the color Proper Pea Rose. And I think this is my new favorite color, guys. It's got that hint of coral in there, and I'm all about the coral at the moment. So pick this up and it hasn't disappointed. Fantastic. And I exclusively use this on my toes right now. As for my nails, I am using, as you've probably seen before, my Glamour Drip system, which is an S&S powder nail system that you can do at home, and I've really started to get the hang of it. It's not quite there yet. I'm not quite ready to do a tutorial on it. I think there's still a little bit of room for improvement, but then afterwards, guys, oof, the tutorials to come. You'll have it down pat. Really fantastic system, and my nail quality has been so good and so healthy compared to getting them done professionally, where they just grind them down to nothing and you end up with flimsy nails. My nails are now healthy and luscious. Now, I went to the health food store and I picked up the usual suspects. Now, I don't eat regular bread. I try to reduce my carbs where I can, and this is a gluten-free bread by a brand called Choo. It's a German bread, and it's actually a sourdough, quinoa, sorghum, and katsutsu meal. I'm not sure how to say that. Bread. Anyway, super delicious and a little bit reduced in the carbs. So I picked this up and I keep it in the freezer and pop it out when I want my circular eggs on toast, which I'm so obsessed with. And I also picked up, which I've been without again for probably like a week now and had trouble getting my hands on it, is my Prana salted caramel protein, which I put on absolutely everything because it is delicious. And it's vegan as well, so gentle on your tummy. Sorry guys, I had to run downstairs for this one, but here is my recent order from Amazon, and I've had my eye on this for a little while. So without further ado, let's open it up. We all love a bit of unboxing, so we're going to be doing this together. Now, this is going to be something that I will be using to help take care of my hair. Now, ooh, we have a few things in here. And something to take care of my hydration levels as well. Okay, so here it is. Now, this is by a brand called Lustra, and something has fallen out of the kit. So let me get all the other things. We have some silk scrunchies. I wonder if anyone's guessing what this is yet. We have a hair clip, and we have this very odd looking twisty tubey thing. Now, I like to curl my hair when possible, but it is time consuming and it does involve heat. Now, I'd use a heat protector spray, but it's just simply not enough, and I don't have a Dyson, which is also meant to help protect your hair. So I thought it's an interim option or a cheaper option and a time-saving option. I saw this on Instagram, and basically you get this, you pop it around like a headband and you secure it with the clip at the top. And then you kind of thread your hair around the tube and secure it at the ends with the scrunchies and leave it overnight. And then you pull it out and the next day you have perfectly curled hair. So in the next portion of this video, we're going to be doing this together and seeing if this actually works. And my hair is mid-length. This is probably more suited to super long hair. But let's see if it works, if I like it, and so forth. So I got that from Amazon. I will leave the link down below. And then I also picked up something that I've been wanting for years now. Absolute years. And you know how I'm all about beverageware. I picked up, and it's probably super hard to see, some glass straws. Oh my gosh, I have to clink them together. I'm all about the sound. Let's see, do they make that clinking sound? Oh my gosh, see, that just thrills me. So I picked up these, they're rather generous size, so they're like smoothie style straws, and I got them in the curved version and also in the straight. And I got that for a pack, I don't know, for a pack of 8 straws with a cleaning brush for maybe about $15 or something. So finally happy I have my hands on this. So now when I'm drinking my water or my lemon water or trying to be super healthy, this will just encourage me to keep up that process. I don't know why, it's a mental thing, but hey, whatever motivates you to be healthy, I suggest, you know, just do it. Now, lastly, the last change that I've made coming home, and I've only begun this in the last few days, is I've started up my daily journal. This is more like a self-care journal, so I'm not really putting any intentions or anything in there too crazy. And my mum got this for me for Christmas 2 years ago, and I've only used it intermittently, and I have altered it because it's not exactly what I wanted. It's more like an eat sleep diary, and there's a lot of questions in here about sleep, but I've modified this so it includes a table here. I'm not sure if it'll show you. It includes a table here for what you've eaten throughout the day, how you felt about it, then your exercise and activity, and then your long-term goals. And then here it says how I will achieve this goal, and I've included here, I'm not sure if you can see again, sorry for the poor lighting, gratitude, so what I'm thankful for today. I've included today's wins, and I've included my work achievements, so what I've achieved professionally for myself. And then lastly here, I've put my mum achievements, so what I've achieved as a mum today and how I've been a better mum to my kids. So I feel like we all need a bit of accountability. I'm definitely somebody that checks into myself quite often. I can be really self-critical, but having this diary is just keeping me on track and making me refer back to it and making me really consider what I'm doing in my day and how I'm achieving my goals personally, professionally, and in my life. So I thought this might help some of you maybe also get back on track after the holidays and the Christmas break. Now, I'm going to stop talking. I have mum duties to attend to, and I'll pick up the camera when it is hair wash day tomorrow. And I'm also using in my hair, actually, you know what? I'll show you tomorrow another new little thing that's going to help keep my hair shiny and healthy and not break. I couldn't resist. I had to give this straw a go. Let's see. See, that already sounds like a cocktail, and it's just water. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. The maiden sip. Oh, that is satisfying. Drinking more water for sure. Hashtag water is my cocktail. Who am I? Let's just hang up the washing, shall we? And I'll see you when I do my hair. And I just thought I'd steal this moment. Yes, I have changed again.
Mom,
into something more water appropriate.
I went really hard and Mom caught it.
You did very well. Now, perfect time to reapply the sunscreen, and most conveniently it is in powder form. So what you need to do is you just pop out the little brush and just give it a bit of a test and make sure that the powder is actually coming out. So once you see a bit of a poof, right, you know it's working, and then you simply just powder. It's actually taking away a little bit of the shine from the day as well. And then we are all covered.
Can I just
Easy
put the
peasy.
blue?
Sometimes after a long day, you just need a crepe in your life. And these particular crepes happen to come from Aldi, pre-packaged and ready to eat on command. So, as per usual, I've got some nut butter, blueberries, a baby and some whipped cream. And on that note, let's cue the exit. Okay everyone, it is the next day and we are on the home stretch to fully... Ouch, that landed on my foot. to fully recovering from the holiday. As you can see, I'm a little bit tired, and I'm doing a hair wash in the evening, which is not my regular thing. I usually do it in the morning, but because I want to be trying my new curling thing, which I had to leave on overnight, I'm washing my hair in the late afternoon. I've also fake tanned. I'm nearly out of my mousse, and that's why I have the new one by Saint Tropez. So I got a chance to do that last night, and again, we're on the home stretch to recovering and glowing up and feeling a little bit more nice about ourselves. Now, something new in my hair care routine. Now, I'm going to be doing my usual double shampoo with my purple, my blue shampoo, and my special hair mask, which is a toner. If you want to see my full hair care routine to preserve your balayage hair, I will link that up above. And I'm adding something new into this because I was explaining to my hairdresser how my hair's been through the ringer. Basically, it's been like several months since I've seen him, so that could have something to do with it. And he recommended this Olaplex number 3. Now, apparently this is really good for bonding the hair. Hair Perfector it's called. Repairs and strengthens. There you are. So you're meant to apply to damp, towel dried hair, and you can even apply it from the scalp all the way to the ends and then leave it on for 10 minutes. You can also leave it on overnight, but no longer than 12 hours apparently. I have a few things to do in the house, so I'm actually going to pop this on, probably be about half an hour, and then I'll do my regular shampooing and then see how my hair feels afterwards, and then we will get to use our very fun curling device. I'm very excited. Okay, the gloves are coming on. All right, now let's apply the Olaplex. It doesn't actually say how much to use. It's a generous amount, so I'm just probably going to start off with about that much, which is, I guess, like a small handful, and I'm going to begin from the ends. And it's actually quite, I'd say, slippery or oily in texture, and it slides through the hair actually quite easily, which is such a relief for those of you who get tangled hair. And I've only just run some water through this, so I've done a good amount on this side. Now I'll just pop a bit more on the other side. And Olaplex isn't exactly a cheap hair treatment, but it is very well known in the hair industry, and for good reason. It's a professional hair care brand, so anything that says that professionals use in the hair industry, you get it. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit in my hair for about half an hour, and then I'll wash it off and we will move on with the routine. Okay, excuse the lighting guys. Double hair wash is done with toner, and now I'm using my favorite styling spray, which is also a thickening spray by Bumble and Bumble, and I just put about maybe 2 to 3 liberal sprays in my hair. It smells beautiful, this stuff. And comb it through, and then I commence with the hair drying and then the fun curler part. Okay, now I have dried my hair. Oops. Here we are. Okay. I'll stand a bit closer to the lighting. Okay, so I've dried my hair to about 80% as instructed, and this doesn't come with instructions, by the way. Oh my goodness. Sorry again guys for the lack of technical equipment. Let's hope that that stays there. Okay. Now this is by a brand called Lustra. I found this on Amazon. And this was one of the more expensive ones on offer, as it was probably around $30 or so, because it is mulberry silk apparently. Now, what you are meant to do is part your hair through the middle, or wherever your part is. I think I'll do it through the middle so I can then adjust it tomorrow. Alright, and then I just apply this to my head. Okay, this is very strange. And then I clip it down the middle. Okay, I might even clip it a bit closer. Okay, there we are. Now, it also recommends, and I actually went searching online for my preferred platform, which is YouTube, for this, and one of the persons modeling this recommended just to keep everything in place because it is a little bit stiff, just to tie the other part of hair with the scrunchies provided. Alright, perfect. Alright, so that's in place. Now, then what we need to do is grab a small section of hair and start threading it around this tube. And as I thread around the tube, I'm meant to take sections of hair as I go until the entire weave is full. Now I'm also twisting as I'm curling, as I've got laid hair and I wouldn't want any of the strands to fall out. So this is actually quite a process. Like my heart rate is going up. The stress, guys. I think it's more just trying to keep it in place at this point because it is a little bit stiff. And I'm also trying to keep it as close to my scalp as possible so I achieve a nice tight curl, as they can always drop out during the day tomorrow. And excuse the background ambience of children being mischievous. And I think also twisting the hair adds that extra curl. Beautiful. And then I roll this up and we get our other hairband provided. Actually, this silk scrunchie is going to come in handy. I won't just use it for this, I'll probably use it just as a nice scrunchie for when I have my hair up. And that apparently is it. Oh, Pippi Longstocking, eat your heart out. Let's do the other side. Okay, I look a bit like Princess Leia. Then apparently you can take this clip out, although I kind of feel more secure with it in. And this is the finished look. I'm not sure how neatly I've done it. I will review in the camera after this is all finished, but I sleep in this overnight and then in the morning apparently out drops the beautiful curls. Now this is my first attempt, so I might even get some hairpins and pin it just to secure it and make sure the curls are nice and tight. And I will see you in the morning and see how this works out. Fingers crossed. Good morning everyone, and we love to bring the glamour, don't we? I'm in my maternity pajamas and the plan was this morning to be made up and ready to film the end of this vlog, but this is how it is and we're down to the wire. I do have to run off and take the children off to their education, so without further ado, let's just remove these scrunchies and see if this worked out. Now my hair is a little bit floofy and that's just the nature of my hair. I don't have very thick hair, I've got rather thin hair. I do have a lot of it, but it can go a little bit frizzy, so I have a little bit of hair oil, just some random macadamia oil that I found in the bathroom. So I might pop that on if my hair's really frizzy, and I'm just going to unravel it gently. I've used a few hairpins to secure it because I had a few loose ends. So I think next time I do this, I'll probably ravel it just a little bit tighter and maybe have my hair a little bit more damp as well. But anyway, now should I turn around and let this loose so you guys can see? Should we do that? Alright, let's do the dramatic effect. Although I do kind of want to see it from the front. Hold on. Alright, I'm turning around. Can we see me? Okay. Now I think you're meant to pop it off like that. Okay, I'm very, very curious right now. I'm a curious kitten. Whoa. Those curls, look at that, are extreme. Okay, I'm just going to tousle them out. Oh, very 70s vibes. But then again, I usually don't part my hair down the middle. Wow. Okay, hold on. Got a few more hairpins. Okay, well it definitely worked, that's for sure. And the curls are rather tight, so that's a bonus. And the more I smooth it out, it doesn't exactly need... My hair isn't that frizzy, which is really good. I do need a comb though, which I didn't bring with me, so hold that thought, I will just get that. Okay, I'm just going to do my usual part down the side. And just brush it out. Whoa. This is a lot of curl. I have to say, it has saved me a lot of time, and I think I might just need to run over it with some oil. Wow. I mean, this is big hair, and I do love big hair. I have to say, I like more volume on the top, so at the moment it's kind of giving me a lot more volume on the bottom, so I kind of just want to maybe add a little bit of oil just to like take that little bit of frizz off. So I'm only going to put just like the tiniest little drop of oil into my hair, just run it over my fingers and just separate them out a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'll do the same for this side, just to take that frizz away. Okay, so this is the end result, guys. That was a bit of faffing around there. One good thing is that I usually don't bother doing the back of my hair sometimes because I just don't have time, but it is looking rather curly, which is really, really nice. I think there probably is a bit of an art to this in terms of achieving what you want at the end, because for example right now my curls are a little bit frizzy, so I might just individually go and just curl them back up again, which is quite easily achieved, as you can see, just from the twist of a finger. So just from doing that, I'm getting some of those individual curls back. Okay, I'm just going to spray some Elnett and set that front part. Spray from underneath to hold those curls. And I always spray underneath this bottom layer of hair, which I've already done off camera, just so the volume in the roots don't drop. And just like that, I am Farrah Fawcett. And for those of you who don't know who Farrah Fawcett is, think Charlie's Angels. She was one of the original Angels, the blonde one, and she had this fabulous mane of hair, which I kind of feel like I'm emulating right now. So, for my first go, I'm happy. But I need to wrap up this vlog because I need to run as per usual, and I can taste Elnett in my mouth, and it's not pleasant. Anything that I featured in my recovery and return back to good health video, I will link in the description box, and I will see you in my next vlog. So I'm actually starting another one up today because I'm doing this new scheduling recording thing, so let's give that a go as well. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found it helpful. Hope it inspires you to get your stuff back together, guys. I'm on the journey. I'm not there yet, but I'm definitely on the road. Okay, take care, my lovelies. Bye.